All right, so if you're in real estate, you've probably heard all the buzz about AI, right? But what if you could actually move past the hype and use it as a real, practical, day-to-day tool? Well, today we're going to step into a digital workshop that has 23 specialized AI tools designed to do exactly that, to really change how investors find, fund, and manage their deals.
And this quote, man, it just gets right to the core of the problem, doesn't it? The creator of this whole workshop, he points out that for most investors, AI is still just this novelty. It's something to play around with, not a serious instrument you'd use to build actual wealth.
So this is the whole point right here. It's about a total shift in mindset. It's the difference between asking AI to write a cute little poem about a house and using it to structure a multi-million-dollar deal. See the difference? One's a toy, the other is a legit tool for building an empire.
Okay, so to really get what these tools are all about, we've got to meet the Foreman who actually built this whole digital workshop. His name is Jeff Tucker, and honestly, his background is the key to understanding why these AI tools are so different from everything else you've seen.
And this phrase, it just perfectly captures his whole philosophy. Look, this isn't about replacing decades of hard-earned, on-the-ground experience with a bunch of code. No way! It's about taking all that hard-won wisdom and just amplifying it with the incredible power of modern tech.
His journey really puts his expertise into perspective. I mean, think about this. He started way back in 1985 in nuclear maintenance. Now, that's an environment where having the exact right tool isn't just a good idea, it's absolutely critical. So you fast forward to today, and what he's done is combined 40 years in real estate with 30 in tech to basically digitize his entire playbook.
All right, now let's actually step inside and take a tour of the workshop itself. It's all organized into 5 distinct toolkits, and each one is designed for a very specific stage of the whole investing process.
Every great project starts with finding the right materials, right? So our first stop in the workshop is the scouting bench. This is all about one thing, finding the best deals and really understanding the market before you even think about spending a single dime.
So, inside this first kit, you get tools like the Lead Hunter, which helps you generate motivated seller leads. Then there's the Local Scout to analyze a specific market, and even something called the Gap Finder, which is super cool. It's designed to show you exactly what your competition might be missing.
Okay, next up, we've got the Measure Twice station. And you know that old carpenter saying, measure twice, cut once, right? Well, in investing, that's more like analyze twice, sign once. This whole toolkit is about making absolutely sure your numbers actually work.
And this kit has some really fascinating tools. You've got the DL Architect for helping you structure creative offers, and I gotta say, my personal favorite is the Guru BS Detector. It helps you vet all that crazy, conflicting advice you're always finding online. At the end of the day, it's all about solid math and smart risk assessment. So once a deal actually makes sense on paper, you've got to sell the vision, right? And that brings us to the drafting table. This is where you create everything. I mean everything, from the ads that find your sellers all the way to the pitch texts that attract your lenders. And wow, this is a seriously packed toolkit. It covers the entire marketing process. You've got the scroll stopper for creating ad hooks, the money magnet for building those crucial pitch decks, an authority builder for content that builds trust, and even the closer for crafting really powerful calls to action. A great plan is useless without great execution. So welcome to the Foreman's office. This toolkit is designed to do one thing: bring order to the chaos of a growing business. It's all about helping you manage your team and your operations like a pro. So yeah, if you feel like you're drowning in operational details, this is for you. You can streamline your processes with the Ops Commander, get hiring strategies from the Dream Team Builder, and track your progress with something called the Truth Teller, which automatically generates your key performance indicators, or KPIs. And finally, look, every good workshop needs a corner for specialty equipment, right? Well, this last toolkit is for handling the unexpected. We're talking about the crises, the weird niche tasks, and all those fires you inevitably have to put out.
And this kit has some really unique solutions for those inevitable problems. There's the fire extinguisher for crisis PR planning, the content multiplier to get way more mileage from your marketing, and even a prompt engineer to help you get better results from the AI itself. Kinda cool, right?
Okay, so with 23 different tools available, you're probably wondering, how does an investor actually get access? Well, the workshop offers a tiered approach, which basically lets you pick the toolbox that fits exactly what you need right now.
So as you can see, it's broken down into 3 levels. First, there's the Apprentice tier, which starts at $37 a month and gives you the scouting bench. That's for finding deals.
Then you can move up to Craftsman, which adds the analysis and marketing toolkits for closing deals. And finally, the Master Builder level, well, that just unlocks everything you need for scaling your business.
All right, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds pretty impressive. But let's get real and address the tough questions. It's time to look at the workshop rules and really tackle that healthy skepticism every smart investor should have.
And this is the big one, right? Why should I pay for this when I can just go use ChatGPT for free? It's a totally fair question, and the answer really gets to the very heart of what this entire workshop is all about. And this analogy from the creator, it just absolutely nails it. Using a general AI for a complex real estate deal is like hiring a poet to do your taxes. Sure, they might produce something that sounds nice, but I guarantee you the math is going to be wrong. These tools are specialists. They're trained on very specific frameworks from 40 years of real-world experience. You're not just paying for a chatbot, you're paying for the training.
Okay, another critical question. Do these tools guarantee I'll make money? I mean, is this some kind of magic button for guaranteed profits? Let's be crystal clear about what the creator says about this.
The answer is a very, very emphatic no. The creator is adamant on this point. Anyone promising you guaranteed profits is someone you should run away from, fast. These tools are calculators, not crystal balls. He says, I provide the hammer and the blueprint, but you have to be the one to swing the arm.
And that brings us right back to where we started, doesn't it? After seeing how a specialized, trained AI can be applied to every single stage of investing, the question really isn't, is AI useful anymore? The real question is, how are you going to choose to use it? Is your AI just a toy, or is it a tool